Hey, welcome to Half the Battle. Before we properly begin, I do have to apologize to all of you. I normally never do this, 2 weeks in a row without a proper review, but I don't really have a choice here. I usually spend Saturday and Sunday working on a review, but since I was at a convention all of Saturday, I just don't have enough time to get the episode done. And considering the next episode is the 300th one, and it's been highly anticipated, well, that's on me. I've had to postpone it a few times because I didn't want to do it in the middle of Monster Month, because that's a theme month, so I thought I'd do it the week after, but nope. So now, again, a delay, but I assure you, come hell or high water, next week will be the 300th episode. Also, one more thing before we get started, the charity drive, we haven't gotten any new donations yet. So I know this video will be seen by my die-hard supporters. Guys, you might want to get on that. Getting a bit nervous here. Anyway, now let's really start the show. For the first time in 2 years, I got to go to a Comic-Con again. There was much joy to be found. No, really, there were so many people there with smiles on their faces and in a good mood because they got to do this kind of thing again. It was an amazing experience. And of course, I got lots of loot. Before we get to the unboxing, which is, well, unbagging really, let me show you just a few moments from the con. Here you go. Hey, it's been 2 freaking years, but we're finally back at a Comic-Con. Look at all those people. Damn, this is gonna feel good. Well, we got some money to spend and some toys to hunt. See you all inside.
pants are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite.
It's been 2 years, but I'm so glad I bought all the things again. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with the non-G.I. Joe stuff, shall we? Where to even begin? Right here, a Masters of the Universe Evelyn figure. This is a modern figure in the old style, but with more articulation. So I never had Evelyn as a kid, so it was neat to finally pick her up. Up next, Marvel's Hyperion. It's in the scale of G.I. Joe, so I had to pick it up. And it was like $5 because it was already damaged packaging, which isn't a problem. I was going to open it anyway. But glad to add that to my Marvel collection. Speaking of Marvel, a 2-pack with Captain Britain and Spider-Man. Now, I already have Spider-Man, but I didn't have this version of Captain Britain. And hey, it comes with a comic book, so I'm gonna enjoy that. Okay, well, that's one bag done already. Oh, there are a few more. Let's see, non-G.I. Joe, here we go. Another Masters of the Universe, modern figure with extra articulation. Trapjaw! Once again, never had this guy as a kid, always wanted him, so it goes with my small but pretty Motu collection. That part of the seat is gonna fill up real fast. And from the Transformers Power of the Primes, Blot. This guy was always so ridiculous back in Generation 1. He looked awful, but they managed to make him look pretty damn neat as a... I don't even know what this scale is. Standard, Deluxe. Blot. Part of my Transformers family now. And I think this is the last piece of non-Joe stuff. It was a Comic-Con after all, so I couldn't not pick up a Deadpool omnibus comic. Hey, I like Deadpool, who doesn't? And I'm gonna enjoy reading this in a little bit. That goes over there. And that's another bag done. So, G.I. Joe stuff. Well, I said it was a Comic-Con. So, a few more comics. This is issue 62. Now, I do have them all in omnibuses and modern re-releases, but I didn't have this individual issue, so it was nice to have. And hey, $3 for an 80s G.I. Joe comic, not too shabby. Then there are two Tales of G.I. Joe, $2 and $4 each. These are just reprints of stories that were already in the regular comic. But hey, it's I didn't have the Tales of, I think I only have 2 or 3 of those, so adding a few to that collection. And finally, real excited about this, especially because they were just $2 each, Order of Battle number 2 and 3. Now these are the ones that number 2 has Rocky Balboa in it, and issue 3 has them apologizing for having read Rocky Balboa in the previous issue, because he is not and never was part of G.I. Joe. It's a nice bit of history. If you want to know why, it's because Hasbro and Sylvester Stallone couldn't come to an agreement. He was gonna do his own line of Rambo figures and gave his likeness to that. But still, really neat to finally have these. I did a video on Rocky Balboa years ago. Go find it on my channel. What's next? Ooh, big bag. The 1997 Ram Silver Mirage motorcycle with Dookie, Drunk Dookie. Now, I already had Duke. You've seen him in my Duke video and in my 97 video. But I didn't have the Ram cycle. And this comes with the packaging. It's been opened, but still. And this was actually an old friend of mine who happened to be at the convention at a booth. Well, in a booth. He had this, he was cleaning out his attic. And he said, yeah, you can have it for $20. Which is amazing for a 1997 toy. Complete with packaging, with some very nice art. So very glad to finally have this Ram motorcycle. Though now I have 2 Drunk Dookies. Well, you win some, you lose some, I suppose. Moving on. I have complained at great length in the past that so little G.I. Joe, modern G.I. Joe is available at retail here in Belgium. So I was thrilled that a few booths at the convention had some. Oh boy, did they. So we've got the new Scarlet figure, Destro, and Roadblock. These are all from the Classics line. Hasbro and I have kind of a different opinion on what classic means, but still, these are neat to have. And the best part, they were $15 each, which, yes, is more expensive than retail in America, but a whole lot cheaper than what you find them in Europe on eBay. These things tend to go for 25 to 35 bucks, euros I should say, so a bit more expensive still. But for 15 bucks a piece, yeah, practically a steal, because if you factor in having to ship this from the United States to Europe, I think they were selling these at a loss. Really, I do. And, that same dealer had one more, a Cobra Viper Commando from the movie line. Hey, it's an army builder, and you know I'm all about army builders. So, glad to have this one. And another bag bags the dust. Another bag bags the dust? What am I saying? Another bag bites the dust. Let's see. What's next? Oh, come on. It won't come out. Some loose figures. There we go. That's all of them, yeah. First, the Ice Viper. He has his helmet and at least one of his size. And he's in pretty good shape, so that's neat. Then there's, I forgot the name of this guy, but it's another army builder. I'm gonna look it up after I finish this video, but I have a few of these. It's this, I don't know if the camera is gonna focus, but hey, if you want to name this guy in the comments, knock yourselves out. And he comes with a gun and knife and all stuff. Then there's the direct-to-consumer range Viper, which is neat. And finally, a Cobra Viper complete with gun and backpack. It is the red-chested version with gold faceplate. That's it for loose figures, and moving on. We're almost done, by the way, just a few more items. But what items? Now, you guys know me, and if you do know me, you know what's coming next. I couldn't help myself. Yep, another his tank. If I see one, I just have to buy it. Okay, that's a bit of a lie, actually. This came to because, oh, I bought this and at the same dealer another Fang, both from the Classics line, and together this was 70 bucks, so 35 bucks a piece, which is much more expensive than American retail, but you have to remember shipping costs, etc. So I think I got a pretty good deal on those. Especially since this sucker, I saw another one at another dealer and they tried to sell it for 60 bucks, 60 euros, so that's $65. And as his crazy as I am, no sir, they could keep it. I'm happier with this cheaper one. And another Fang. Where the hell am I gonna put all this stuff? Yep. Come on, get in there. And it fell down. And get in there. Lovely jubbly. Ooh, just 3 more items left. But once again, what items? You've heard me say this before, there are no products of G.I. Joe at retail in Belgium. That includes nothing, so there's nothing from the Snake Eyes line from the new movie. But Facts Comic Con did provide, and I got myself a Baroness. That's the first 6-inch G.I. Joe figure I ever bought. Yes, I finally caved. I'm gonna get a few of them. Not all of them, but hey, Baroness is always neat. That was the first one I bought. Wasn't the last, because coming up next, the man himself, Cobra Commander. Ugh. Yep. This is the, I don't know which I'm not really that up to speed on the classified series, so I'm not sure what version, but it's helmeted, deep dark blue. Pretty neat. I'm glad to have that. Oh god, it's filling up here. And finally, the best item I think, also from the classified series, the Cobra Trooper. Now I think this is an exclusive to Walmart or something or other, I'm not sure. It was, or maybe it's the Assault on Cobra Island thing, I really don't know, but he looks very neat, very cool. And I was very lucky to finally grab one. Well, that about wraps it up, folks. I am surrounded by new toys. I had so much fun at the convention. It was such a blast. Boy, my legs and feet are sore, but I don't even care. It was, after 2 years, it was just amazing. Really, really amazing. So, as I promised at the beginning, next week the 300th episode, no matter what it takes. So, I'll see you then. And hey, why not like, share and subscribe in the meantime, if that's your thing.